Hello, welcome back to Games with Scotty. I'm Scotty. Isn't it? It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you guys. So we're loading up the game. We're in the pre-trial prep. So I think, oh no, I forgot my breakfast. Shit. Hold on.
20 minutes later.
Trial. I didn't finish my milk.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other.
She's literally right here.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
Wow.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko.
She's right here.
Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the
Boy,
dead body.
she's.
Her traits?
One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. The piercing glare. The gloves, right?
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure.
Yeah, they will.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she...
Oops.
And would you happen to know
Shit,
the
I'm sorry.
answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to
Oops.
see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Creepo. There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to... I can't believe we're here arguing that the ghost isn't... that she isn't... What if she really is Kyoko? That'd be fucking hilarious. What if this whole thing is just like a ruse?
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Oops, sorry.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Why does Toko sound different?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I'm with you. I know that body isn't Kyoko's, and I know I can prove it.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
There.
No,
You happy?
no. There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails. Don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
Damn it.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure
It's the
that
16th student.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. It's probably the 16th student, right? Probably. Why you gotta make life so complicated with all these bullets?
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else we can do, right?
What the heck? And the one thing that can tell us was on the victim's own body. Oh. Go.
No, it's wrong.
Not a problem.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual
Okay.
death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Oh my god.
Seriously? You really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
If you compare the tattoo to other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear. Oh, I'm trying to look for the other information we have. It's in the, right here, right? I think.
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is... Was it a wolf? I think it's a wolf. Forgot. Yeah, okay. They kind of spilled it out for me there, but that's okay. I like this little song.
Now I understand. The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf race. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir.
Probably.
Must have been Mukuro.
Probably.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely
okay.
right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Kyoko did it. What?
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy type.
How do you know she was the ultimate despair? Huh? Huh? Huh?
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in
Maybe
the
she already
first
knew that.
place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means... Kyoko
Why is she so quiet?
And who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not
Oh
wrong.
my.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
Yikes.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big old brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no. There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all
Oh
along.
my god, Yasuhiro, I kind of love you and I kind of hate you.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
I guess so.
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Based on what we know, there can only be 2 suspects. Who I think. Probably.
You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left.
Or you could be
the garden.
lying, you liar.
However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The 4 of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the 4 of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at, well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
So what time was the body discovered? At 9? It was 9, right? Yeah.
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
The murder happened between 10 and 9, and I don't have an alibi from 10 until 7:30. Okay then, it looks like this game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove that the murder didn't happen during that time. During the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. It's probably got something to do with the sprinklers, right? Yeah, probably. Or the exploded dead body analysis.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Not a lot of time for this one.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
2 o'clock.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
There's something that happens in the garden at the same time every morning. What, did he want me to do the sprinklers? Thinking back, the corpse was almost totally dry. In which case, I should be able to figure out when the body must have appeared in the garden.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock.
No,
That's weird, why'd I have to do it there? Whatever. As long as we got it.
actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
Fuck are you saying?
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean by denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Fuck?
Man, you're totally right.
You're not much better, Yasuhiro.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
I need to prove it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence, and that should do it. If you look at the body itself, that should make it clear. Dang, why are you so angry about this, though? I forgot how to play.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything!
This is fun.
Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? How can you say it wasn't?
This should prove it.
There you go. Not a problem.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at
Damn.
night.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all.
Yeah, I
Good
guess
for
I
you.
did. Homie.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Oh, 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 oh. What do you have to say to that, girl? Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean that Makuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's...
I'd just like to say one thing.
What is it?
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid
What?
for us.
A trap? A trap house?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to
You
blame
activated this trap card?
Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is
He seems a little riled up about it, though, so maybe she's right.
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
Yikes, this seems really bad for her.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still
What the fuck?
insufficient.
What the fuck are you doing? Kyoko!
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting
Oh.
wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
A certain something at the scene that was used to cover the body. Could it have been, why am I helping her? Why am I helping her accuse me? That seems wrong. That seems dead wrong, but it's the tarp. It's the fucking tarp. What happened to the chicken? Holy shit!
About the tarp.
I forgot about the chicken! That's a mystery we gotta solve right now!
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer
Wow.
did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly
But there's no blood on it, so you're wrong.
This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Doesn't make any sense at all. Why would you use the tarp and then store the tarp right there where everyone can see it? Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body...
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. And there's still the issue about...
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Look, a little too early.
That side was protected from the... Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
There you go.
No, that's wrong. Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Yakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Huh? The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Ooh, from the chicken? Aw, man. Aw, man. Kyoko, you're really stretchy. You're really stretchy, alright? You ready to run? Because you've been stretching for a while. Just, no, come on. That's just not right. Ugh.
I got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
That's nasty.
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
You think we could have found like a chicken body somewhere?
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with
Ugh.
blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around.
If the killer had to get the blood from the scene still.
Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make
One
sense.
thing.
You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally
No.
would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles
Yeah,
what?
I really. Please explain it to me.
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they've already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Would it have?
Huh? They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't
What
you
the
say?
fuck? Kyoko, you son of a bitch. You know the truth. You know the truth. And why are you trying to pin it on me when I didn't do it? Huh? Huh? Oh, you did it, didn't you, bitch?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. This guy's dead body has been added to Truth Bullet Session Handbook.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did
Fuck.
it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50
That doesn't sound good.
odds.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super
Serious?
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
One we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Listen, more important, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So what do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Me? Ah.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
Why does Kyoko want me to have it? That's suspicious, don't you think?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
I couldn't be sure what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Considering everything up until now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Yeah.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
That's weird. We've already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed, which means that the knife was thrust through the coat into the body.
Getting stabbed is what...
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong, dick.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her!
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were
I see what you're
dead.
saying.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Thanks. The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
Then the knife...
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true
This is so
killer.
fucking complicated. That's crazy.
They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion!
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
There's only one explanation I can think of for the explosion. That's the bomb. The bomb.com. Oh, I forgot about the bloody duct tape. But anyway.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, We saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed
No
her?
clue.
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
Oh, Kyoko. You're so quiet and ominous. This is creepy. We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. You know, the song's awesome, but like, I would look up the... forget it.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Oops.
Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
The knife was a cover-up, and all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh, which only leaves... There you go. Why don't you always do those backwards?
No, what's wrong?
Makes my life hard.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon? The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit
Okay.
it with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with a metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've
Was it
deduced
the
the
arrows?
real murder weapon?
Yikes, Kyoko's not happy. Is it the arrows? It might be the arrows. Titanium arrows?
I got it!
Titanium is pretty strong.
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird. Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right! I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying
I don't blame Hina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. There is? Really? Yikes. I only have 1.5 lives left. Let's listen to what these guys have to say first.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
You sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, It said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow.
Oh, I think I know what it is. Damn.
Talking back to Master. You have no right!
They duct tape the arrows together and make one big, like, mega arrow? Yikes.
Said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thick.
No,
That makes sense. Now it makes sense. That's crazy.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
That's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Seriously.
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course.
Do we?
Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do,
Oops.
don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all. Remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
Have evidence? Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. It must be connected to the dojo locker. That's probably the key. Right?
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me? Does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue? Could that be when? Which would mean that Kyoko, she killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict
Is it?
is close at hand.
Wait, I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should
What?
know.
Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? Does that mean Byakuya did it? I think he did. I don't know. God.
Those words you just spoke. What do
Those
you mean?
words you just spoke.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker. and then left the locker key in my own room.
Oh shit.
But could I really have done that?
Oh shit. Kyoko gave her room key to Byakuya.
Proof that you are
There we go. Just went the wrong way again.
No, it's wrong. If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Huh? Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
Wow. No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us. An obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? She lied? How though? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us. The mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie? I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. My hands are getting cold. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? Run away. What is the lie? What is the lie? Kyoko said that... Fuck, I'm sorry. It's gonna be like 20 minutes of me just thinking for a second. The thing is, I don't know what the lie is. Kyoko said that she couldn't get into her room because she didn't have her key. But did she have a key? Does she have a key? I'll tell you what, there's no one that I trust more than Kyoko. Honestly, there isn't. I'm afraid that... But who the fuck killed that person? I think Byakuya did. I'm tempted to let it go. I'm leaning let it go. Let it go! Fuck that all! Oh god. Guys, what do I do? What do I do? Should I end the episode here? No, I can't do that. That's cheating! That's cheating! God, you know what that means? That means I can't read the comments from here on out because you guys are gonna spoil it, I know it. What was her lie? Someone tell me. After this, I'm gonna have to save to a new save state, right? So that, just in case. Because I'm evil. Yeah. Can I just run away? See what happens? I want to see what happens if I just click run away. But I'm too far into it. If it messes me up, then we're screwed. What is she lying about? Is Kyoko the mastermind? Oh, that would really fuck everything up, wouldn't it? Man, now I'm scared. Now I'm scared that she is like the mastermind. Or she was the student that was coordinating with Monokuma earlier. Fuck, I don't know what to do. Now I'm leaning on pursue the lie. Now I'm leaning that we need to find the truth. Google it. No, I can't do that. That's cheating. How far are we into it? Just over an hour? Why don't we just let fate decide? I'm gonna close my eyes. No, that's stupid. Let it go. Pursue the lie. Run away. Run away probably is just a silly thing to put. What if that's the right answer? Let's do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. No, running away isn't gonna solve anything. Damn it. There goes plan A. I'm gonna have to let it go. I'm gonna have to let it go. I think my heart hurts. My heart is like ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. I can do this. I can do this. We're letting it go. We let it go. I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have
You,
been?
Byakuya?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think
That I
of.
did it?
Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
That's scary. Ooh, Monokuma. He's silent. Silent.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
What?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in
Wait,
front
what?
of you.
Voting time?
No, this can't be right. Did I fuck up? I think I fucked up. Damn, I fucked up, didn't I? Oh no.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Hey, hold on! What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Wait, what? What is this? Wait! What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it. Good job, everyone. Good job.
Yep.
They got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense. It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
True!
It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I... Kyoko!
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Well, shit. Wait, but that means that I actually killed her? Or Monokuma's just fucking lying. But what did you do, Kyoko? Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa! Whoa! What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that... Yeah, it had to be. Alter Ego? Alter Ego! Oh my god! What the fuck? Alter Ego? Is this a stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it to hell, I don't believe this.
It would seem...
You finally made a miscalculation? No, you miscalculated from the very beginning. What was that? What? What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get it to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit? In a way, that's an even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell's going on?
Calm
It's okay.
down.
We're not the ones being trapped this time.
In
Now
other words,
it's the mastermind that's ensnared. What are you
did
talking
you say?
about? You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. Oh, I thought I fucked up. The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. One, you have to already be attending high school. Two, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing here at the gate of Ultimate School filled with the Ultimate students was me. Now what? 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 Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on the top of the hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck's going on? Finally, I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together, and then I was awake. Or was that just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast, dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there until I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remember all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used up the last bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now, for myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to sort out looking for a way out of here. All right, so there's not really anywhere I can go. What can we look at here? This plane? Is that an airplane? How did something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? Over here we have... Well, there's a key here, right? A keyhole? It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it wouldn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. That was pointless too. Ugh. Next, I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing to decide was to go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed, and all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jolted and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from above. What could it have been? I have no idea. Did they use the chute? Did they use the trash chute to send me supplies? Did a giant piece of trash just fall from down there? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Again, a piece of trash? Rude. Whoa! Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
Oh, Kyoko, I'm so happy to see you. Oh, mija. Oh, what's up? Kyoko!
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage on your hair. She gave her head a quick shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you! I snatched the bread and water as she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was all in my mouth and making its way down towards my stomach. Phew, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is all that I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Alright, so you had something to say to me? But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me? To pay a debt. Or no, to atone. Atone? During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you. But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive? I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive is so that I can do what I came to the school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. What is it? What is it? So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did once. Once? Until recently I forgot what it was. You forgot, but that's... I had no memory what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia? Then, is it really true? You lost your memory? Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? The first thing. You talked about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind that stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I could come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole it from you? And it could also mean, somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is
If I did that, and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it, it's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind, one of us... If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself. That being said, there was a limit on what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just my intuition, but I see. Your intuition was right though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Yeah. It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay? Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right? What? Is it nothing? Is it nothing? My goal is to stay here.
Hey.
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I never asked you for help right away, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. A very convincing personality. Am I the mastermind? Wouldn't that be some shit? Oh god, I don't even know anymore. Anything else to say? You said you had a reason for doing all that investigation on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think there's a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. Oh shit. You mentioned your ability. My ability, what everyone should have known me for, is the ultimate detective. Ooh. Ooh. That's cool. The ultimate detective?
Correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. I had to find someone? Who? Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. What? I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak headmaster? And that explains when Alter Ego told us about how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I'll find the headmaster.
No matter what?
Kyoko,
So,
what's going on? My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when I said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then, what did you see in there?
So...
The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That's what my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and the key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, the room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So when you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean? I can't explain it. You need to go see for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important, and really ominous. What? Okay. Can we get out now? Of course, once I got to the second floor of the dorms, there was no cameras and no monitors, which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. Yeah, I guess so, right? It has to do with Mukuru Kusaba, doesn't it? Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuru Kusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed? I
indeed.
stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope Speed Academy at your discretion.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
Hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuru Kusaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuru may not have become the victim. Whoa. What? There was a point where Mukuru may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. Oh shit. Oh shit. I could have become the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... During the night, I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. The ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room. I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
however,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use a class trial to eliminate me. So all of this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have any conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but does that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted us to use a class trial to try and kill you because they could interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh? Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. Wow. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Makuru was the ultimate despair and that she is dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not? If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair?
it would seem
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. And they're,
indeed.
make no mistake, they're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Wow. The end. We're all still here, bitch. Man. Oh god. You received a Dream Island rocket present. You want to save data? Yes, but let's save that in slot 2. The ultimate despair. Actually, no, the chapter's over. That means this episode is over. Did I make the right decision? I don't know. I thought I didn't. I fucked up for real. Big time. Big time rush. We're gonna continue on with this game in the next episode. I feel like we're starting to wrap up. Although there's still 5 of us left. I wonder how many of us can possibly make it to the very end. I'm not awfully optimistic. Because there's still some pretty shitty people with us. But I'm hoping that the mysteries would all be revealed in the coming episodes. Catch you guys episode later.